Hello! So today I thought I would show you my sketchbook. I finished this one a few months ago, but I started this one January 20th, 2024, and I ended this one on April 3rd, 2024. So it took me January, February, March, so like 3 months about. So when I first started drawing, I finished sketchbooks in like 3 months. I went through them super quickly because I was so motivated to draw. And then, you know, as I got busier, I got older. It was taking me 6-9 months to finish a sketchbook. This was the first one in a while that's been actually like 3 months. This is exciting, and I took a little peek in here just to remind myself a little bit of what's in here, and I'm like, man, this stuff looks pretty good. And I think it's interesting because like I've been kind of in this rut with my current sketchbook, and I feel like nothing I'm doing is turning out well, and I'm not motivated. I think in part because I've hindered myself with my abilities. Like my ideas, and this is how I feel like my art block tends to go, if my ideas and what I want to create has outgrown my abilities. And I'm no longer able to make what I want, and so then I just don't want to draw at all. So I need to start practicing, and I want to take you guys along for it. But first, let's take a little bit of a look back at where I have been. So let's get started. So this is number 21. Maybe at some time I'll go through all of them, but I figure may as well just start with my most recent one, you know, to kind of show you where I just was and where I'd like to improve from directly. I used to be very good about doing the front page, and I meant to come back to this page, but I never did because I got lazy and I didn't feel like doing it. So I tried to wait anyway to do the front page like a little while, just because I'm, you know, when I started for a new sketchbook, I would much rather just get going instead of worrying about the first page. So I just leave it and then come back to it, but I did not here. So okay, so on this page was just kind of random. I think I just wanted to start out, and I have like sticky notes and tape in here. That's just me covering something personal up. But yeah, so here I think this is like my character Ruth, my little Harry Potter fanfiction universe. Just a girl in shorts, a little car. My husband loves cars, so I draw them a lot based on his recommendation. I think just drawing from reference over here. More reference. Random doodles. I think I was trying to make a little logo for my husband's fake little car company. Oh, okay, this is fun. So here I wanted to paint food, so I used acrylic paint to paint like some food as much as realistically as I could, and I really like how this turned out. I think this looks so delicious. I want to eat this donut and this sandwich and this cheese and this broccoli cheddar soup and this bread. It looks so yummy. I love all this food. Like, broccoli cheddar soup is my favorite soup ever. I love it, and I love cheese, and I love bread, and I love cake. I really wanted that cake at the time. Okay, this was just a little bit of doodling in my head. From my head, not in my head. I used ballpoint pen and used a colorless blender to kind of blend it out. I like doing that sometimes. It's pretty fun. Here I drew a flamingo. Okay, so here I drew from reference, but I was using graphite, which I don't do a ton. I think I used like 8B graphite stick for this. I wanted to go super dark, and this is fun. Like, I really like the lighting on this face right here. That's really nice. This was like, I think some sort of sculpture that I was using as my reference. And here I wanted to use some watercolor markers that I have. I think they're the Stedler ones, to kind of make some loose pop cans or soda cans or whatever you want to call it. And I have some glitter watercolors that I used here in this one as well, which is always fun. So here I was doing with the watercolor markers, trying to do some fruit, and I like these oranges a lot better than I like this apple. I kind of messed up this apple, but I think this looks pretty interesting. And I tried to do some more, but it wasn't going well, so I gave up on that. And this is my husband, and then my husband down a park. Oh, here I really wanted to draw fairies, so I have like a little chibi version. I started a potion in a bottle for some reason, and then I came up with this character here, and she's kind of fun using some pastel hoo-hoo markers. But I like her color scheme though. She looks very ethereal. I like this one because she looks pretty snooty. just drawing from my head, I think this is a reference. Or if not, I just got good at the pose, but I'm pretty sure I used a reference for that. Okay, so this was, I was trying to do like a little fun, different style, so I call these my ooblet style, and this was like totally random, but I was just drawing blocks of color over here and like making them into things, and then it ended up being like these little people, and I thought they were so cute. So I made like a little town, and like that's me and my husband. I just like a little universe, and this is like these guys with like little tiny pistols, like baby pistols, and like it's just so funny, like the tall guy and the short guy like doing a bank heist. So like here, you know, you got these guys just, there's like a gun store next to, it was a whole thing. I don't know, my husband was just like, do this because he thought it was funny, and it's kind of, it's very strange. Okay, so here we've got a little bit more ooblet. That page is not like canon ooblet universe, that was just like a really random thing. But then I decided to draw like ooblets and astronauts. This is Adam Young from Owl City as an ooblet. And then this girl was just from my head. She looks pretty emo. More ooblets, then kind of a more cartoonish girl. Oh, here, this is fun. I used just like a fine liner and like did a bunch of photo references and just did studies. This was fun. I liked like the line quality on a lot of these. Kind of happens with like using ink, but I like the texture that it gives. Some of these are really nice. Like I've highlighted some of my favorites here. Like this looks nice, that looks nice. I like this one. Yeah, these turned out pretty well. Okay, so here, occasionally I'll get back into like my Harry Potter fanfiction universe, and so I have like two chief characters, so Annie and Ruth, and you'll see them a lot in my sketchbooks, but I drew them here eating donuts. I imagine them sneaking into like the kitchen. And then I imagined what it'd be like if there were fairies in the Harry Potter universe, so I like drew them interacting with fairies, and the fairies are like messing with her hair, and she's like, I want to help the fairy. So, oh, just to paint random paint stuff. I think I was covering over something I didn't like. But then here's Annie as, you can probably barely see this on camera because it's so light, but I just drew her like in normal summer clothes. More ooblets. Fun little chicken and waffle. I drew a character in fun pants with colored pencil. Oh, this I was trying to come up with some interesting ideas for painting. I came up with this one of this guy of like someone with like feeling like suffocated, so like with like saran wrap around their head or something. But it was an interesting idea. Oh, and this was a fun concept I came up with. It was supposed to be more interesting than it was. I did finish it, and I think it's somewhere else in the sketchbook, but it didn't quite have the same, I don't know what I was going for. So, but it still turned out nice. I used colored pencils for the final. This is colored pencil, then this is marker. Okay, so here I was watching a video and I realized, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I was watching, I think, a Sketches of Shay video, and I realized why when I paint so many of my colors end up looking so muddy, and it's because, and this is so obvious to me now, but like I never considered this, that you need to mix, like to get a vibrant mix, you need to have the undertones of each color has to be the same. So like a warm yellow and a warm red will make a nice vibrant orange. But if you mix a warm yellow and a cool red, then it's gonna be kind of like muddy or desaturated. And so like then I was like, oh, that would make a lot of sense. And so then I was thinking that I need to buy more gouache because the tubes I have like dried up and are hard to open. So I was thinking about like the different kinds that I wanted to buy, so I wanted to like write them down. Here's Lana Del Rey. Doesn't really look like her, but that's okay. And then I tried to draw some pretty cool people. Oh, here's the final drawing I was talking about. I used colored pencil. Yeah, I like how this turned out a lot. Like, especially now looking at it. I wish the colors were more vibrant, but it is what it is. Oh, then here's Ruth. She's swimming here. I like this one. This one looks like it's got a lot of feeling. That's not Ruth, it's Annie. What am I talking about? This is Annie crying at a lake, I think. I was tossing around this idea in my head of like making these kind of OCs in any universe and just in like mostly in the Harry Potter one, but then like kind of making them into like real life OCs, normal kind of world OC, or like putting them in different universes just for fun. But so I don't know if this was part of that. I don't think it was. I think this is just like, what if she was at a lake and crying? I don't know. I don't really remember what was going on here, but I do like this sketch. And I like the like kind of cohesive purple look. Okay, so this is when Owl City's cover of Boston came out, which is a really good song. This doesn't, okay, I don't know what I was thinking. When I started this, I thought this was gonna be on a bus, but then I didn't want to draw like the inside of a bus because I was being lazy. So now it looks very different, and I'm not going to tell you what it looks like, because if you know, I think you'll know. That was not the intention here. So just ignore that. Pretend this is a bus with a fancy background. Yeah, but the colors look nice together. Like I really like this with that pink. It's very nice. Okay, here I was on the phone with my sister-in-law and I was just like doodling these flowers from reference. I like how this turns out. Drawing flowers is something I don't do often, but when I do, it's kind of therapeutic, so I like this page. Oh, here I have, so I'm writing a book, like a fantasy book, and so I was drawing some characters. This is the main character, she's the sword here, just a portrait, and then a portrait of another character. Okay, so in here, I think I was just drawing from my head. Oh, here I was drawing what it was like in graphic design school, and like the sheer stress of like needing to finish like, in class assignment before you're done, and like you're sweating, you're crying, everyone is like hyper focused because you don't want to be in trouble for not having good time management, you know? So it was, I just felt like drawing that for nostalgia purposes. Here it's just a portrait. I used watercolors. It was fun. I just drew the girl, this girl, random girl, but this is actually, I used like my sparkly watercolors. So if you can see. Actually, if you're wondering, my sparkly watercolors are these Rembrandt watercolors. There's some that are like proper glittery and there's some that are just kind of reflective. They're gorgeous. They were so expensive though. I think this few cost me more than my normal set of watercolors did, but they're super pretty. Like, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. I saw them in like a random sketchbook tour a long time ago, and I'm like, I need to buy those. So I did. And I used them a lot. So I'm really glad I did because they just make things so pretty. It looks better in real life, obviously. Okay, here I used them again to make this like galaxy girl. You can kind of see. Oh, and then these are the names of the Harry Potter OCs. So that's Ruth right there. And that's Annie, and then Boo. I don't know why. Just kind of fun. A little crying eyeball. Okay, another just random doodle. I think that's from a reference, but the colors are from my head. But yeah, also sparkly. Okay, and then this was when basically Owl City was putting out a new song release. So I wrote down the original lyrics, and then I was concepting an artwork based off of it, which is somewhere. I think it's in the closet. I don't know where it is, but yeah, this was fun. I used acrylic ink, which if you've never used acrylic ink and you really like acrylic paint and gouache and watercolor and all that kind of, those kind of mediums, I would recommend trying this. It's really fun. Okay, so here I was using those Karen Dot. No, I decided to try using my Prismacolors again. What I like about Prismacolors is that like you don't get as many colors, and you can't blend them forever. But the colors that you do get in your sets, like a lot of them are very vibrant, which I do appreciate. And so they're very fun to like just do little nose doodles and like lips and ears, and I drew a gummy bear. And then over here, just some random doodles. This is my character. That's not really what she looks like. Her name's Liberty. They're the whole story. Maybe sometime I'll explain it, but oh, that's her again. Her hair is red. Her sister's hair is red. There's a whole meaning behind it, but basically because she wants to be different, she dyes her hair black. But here I wanted to show it like fading out, because usually I just draw it black, but then recently I've kind of thought about like, what if her hair is not just black, but it's like she dyes it in a different color like all the time, like she just dyes her hair a lot. I don't know. I don't know what I think yet. Here I just wanted to draw a girl with curly hair, so I did it a bunch. Curly hair is so much fun to draw. Here I drew, I think, Annie in like some more historical outfit, and that's Ruth and her love interest. Then I was coming up with the concept for a jellyfish painting. The idea of like using a jellyfish as an umbrella. And so I was coming up with some ideas for that. And I started the painting and it's getting there. It's not done. I haven't worked on it in like a month or two, but I like it so far. And then this is another one of like floating away with balloons basically in the sky. I started it, I didn't finish that one. This was a concept for like a Cocoa Moon Deluxe album, just because I didn't really care for like the one that actually came out. And then here I was just doing some gestures. These were 30-second ones. Then I went to 6-second, 60-second, and then 2-minute ones. And I like this one. This one turned out pretty good. None of them are great, but I was just trying to get back into studying. Oh, here I was drawing some food. Sometimes I just like to do it. So here I did markers for cupcakes, but the cupcakes didn't really turn out that well. But the pie turned out pretty well. And then here we were gonna go to Sam's Club and get like a pizza, like some pizza and hot dogs and pretzel. So I decided to look up Sam's Club food and draw it with my pencils. These are with Caran d'Ache pencils. Here's some more gestures, 60-second gestures, 2-minute gestures. More concepting. Here's some more concepting. Just more random doodles. Oh, okay, so this is me and my husband if we were at Hogwarts. So I'd be Hufflepuff. Since like this, we've decided he's actually a Gryffindor, not a Ravenclaw, but that's like his second house, I think he would be. But anyway, here's us just being cute as his little, and he's holding a flag and I don't know why. And it's just adorable. I love it. Okay, so here I was watching Froggy Crossing, and so I decided to draw her. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I used some sparkly nail polish on her hair for funsies, and then just using some bright colors to draw random things. Just some more random drawings. I liked using a blending stump with graphite to make kind of a cool effect. Just a random girl. I draw her a lot. She's just like, this is what like I would wear all the time. And I have worn something like this before, and I like felt like the most like, you know, when you wear an outfit and that's like the epitome of you, like you feel the most like yourself in that outfit. That's this one for me. Like this is pretty much me in an outfit. Just random designs. Sometimes I like to dabble into fashion design. I mean, nothing I make is particularly good or original, but I like to try. Just drawing from reference here. 60-second, 60-second. Doing more concepting. I don't know what that is. Oh, I was doing ones based off songs, but I didn't really go anywhere. And then here, I'm not gonna turn it around, but this was, I was gonna do a drawing of a city, but then as what usually happens with drawing cityscapes, I got bored and I stopped. Random outfit, random idea. Oh, here I was coming up with like a painting I wanted to do. So these were ideas. I love the color scheme. I think I did something more like this or this, but it doesn't really look like any of these. And I didn't use markers. Maybe I did use markers. I don't know what I did. I didn't paint it. Maybe, oh, I did it digitally. Okay, here I was coming up with a logo for my husband for something else. I think we kind of settled on something more like this. So, but yeah, this was fun. I went to school for graphic design. I ended up dropping out, but I went for 2 years. And so I'm kind of a graphic design nerd. I'm not by any means great at all. I didn't even finish the degree, but I have a big interest in it, and I still like to like make like fun little logos just for fun. So this was a fun exploration. And here this is kind of what it ended up being like. And then here is Annie and Ruth in marker and ink. Oh, and here, this was fun. I decided to make a super celestial like princess with like some cool tattoos. I don't know, she just looks really cool, doesn't she? I don't know what her name would be. Something epic, but I like to use like the white gel pen to make sparkles. So this is really cool. I like this baby a lot. Oh, and this, I really like this drawing. I think I drew this from my head, but I liked the pose. I don't know, it's nothing special, but I just think it looked nice, and I liked her hair, and her outfit looked cool. Just in ballpoint pen. Oh, here I was drawing another celestial princess. I was gonna do an illustration of it, I think. I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I did, but just more drawings of that. Another fairy drawing. This was supposed to be inspired by vanilla, like the actual plant. He was like, I don't know, these were inspired by some sort of food. I don't remember what they were. I have no idea. It's gone. And then I was just using, I got some Prismacolor Verithin, so I was using those to sketch here. I use those like periodically in my sketchbook for sketching. Like, I think this is for reference. This is, I think, Drawing with Waffles character Wheels, but like kind of creepy looking. This was, I like this. I like her face. I don't know if that's from reference or not, but I like her face. I think I was drawing somebody's outfit from a YouTube video I was watching, and then just some really random doodles. Oh yeah, I got the Verithins, I think. I really like these shapes I was doing. They were really fun. But okay, here I was rereading The Hunger Games, so I drew, that's Katniss, but it doesn't look like her, everything, and that's Rue. That's like a dress. Like, I was just trying to draw her how I imagined her, but it's kind of hard. This is my thing when it comes to like first person perspectives. I don't know if anyone else is like this. I find it sometimes hard to visualize the main character. Like, I can visualize other people in the story, but visualizing the main character, if it's in first person, I find difficult. Unless they are repeatedly reminding me of their appearance. But because I've seen the movie, like, that's just implanted into my brain, so it's kind of difficult to draw something else. And then here, just some really goofy doodles of my husband and me. I was trying to practice caricatures, but they don't look like caricatures, they just look creepy. Some swatching. I think I got new paints here, so I was swatching them. Oh, this is a random character I came up with. I don't know anything about her. She doesn't have a story, but I thought she was cute. And then just more doodles. I think this is kind of getting closer to the end of the sketchbook. So like, I was kind of just wanting to be done. I had already bought my new sketchbook, so I wanted to use it. So here's a cool character. She looks pretty cool. I like her hair and her outfit. Here's that character again from earlier. Just some more doodles with some just water-based pens. With my husband if he was a race car driver. More really loose doodles. Designs for the outfit for my husband. It looks like ketchup and mustard, so I don't know what I was thinking about that. The beginning of the end starts tonight. I have no idea. I like looked this up because I wrote Owl City, but I don't know what song that is. Oh, okay, this is me and my husband playing as Stardew characters. And then this is, okay, so in our neighborhood we just have like a bunch of stray cats. They're great because they keep like mice and stuff away. But there was a cat one time, and like we were just sitting around, and all of a sudden we hear meow, and it was under our house. Like, there was a cat under our house, and it was, I'm pretty sure it's this one. But we decided to name like the little black cat that lives under our house Ultraviolet. So I was just drawing him. Just some doodles with pen, using the technique of like ballpoint and colorless blender. Some gray pencil, color erase, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's the color pencil. Again, I was close to the end and I just wanted to fill up pages, so I was just doing some loose studies with alcohol marker of objects on my desk. Trying to do my Animal Crossing character and then something more close to my style. Random drawings of girls wearing cool clothes, probably from Pinterest. More objects. You can probably barely see that, just some flowers. Oh, these are like the Whopper brand robin's eggs. I did this one time on my iPad and that was really fun. You know, sometimes I should do like a Procreate gallery tour because I've got like 4 years worth of work in there, but that probably would be a super long video. Eyeballs. Random shapes. That girl I created earlier, and that's the end. I didn't even bother with like the last page, but yeah, so that's the whole sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I like a lot in here, and there's not a lot of stuff in my current sketchbook that I like very much. So I'll show you like my current sketchbook, just the outside. This is it's very popular right now, the Talon's Art Creation sketchbook, but this is the big one. They were out of the small ones, which is what I wanted, but that's okay. I just covered it with some stickers. I had like a Harry Potter sticker book, so I just stuck them all here. Yeah, Talon's Art Creations. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more content like this, if you would like to see more sketchbook tours, let me know. But if you want to keep seeing art videos, fun little artistic endeavors, then subscribe if you would like to, and give this video a like also if you would like to. And I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.